the clash of codes this Saturday night with the Warriors NRL playoff at Go Media Stadium and the All Blacks rematch with the Boks in Wellington at Sky Stadium. Almost the same time of the evening. So what are you going to watch? That is the question. Jeff Wilson, former All Black and commentator at the desk with us this morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you. Alongside Willie Poching, the league commentator who's here for the NRL. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I'll fight the league corner.
Yeah, come on. Give us your elevator pitch. Why should we be watching the Wars on Saturday night?
Because we kick off first. Now, there's so much riding on the do-or-die nature of the Warriors game this week, but I'm sure that come half-time, depending on what the result is, and hopefully the Warriors are leading and doing really well, the diehards will go and watch the All Blacks, and rightly so, but we shouldn't be really in this situation where we're having to choose which one's two big games, but it is today and this weekend, and we're just hoping that the Warriors do well.
Yeah, why are they at the same time?
It's NRL.
It's their
Yeah,
fault.
as I understand, it's the networks in Australia that wanted it to kick off on Saturday, but it's out of the Warriors' hands.
Because their viewers, Jeff, presumably they got more viewers over there to worry about than we would have here.
The great thing that we've got, though, is you can use the second screen. It's the battle for the second screen that's going on, actually, as you're sitting down there. So I'm expecting the All Blacks to be on the big screen, as we take on the Springboks, our greatest rivalry, and we'll all have an eye on what the Warriors are doing, just there, that's
on your
fine.
Tablet.
So just be able to cross-change, that's the whole purpose of it. Now, remember, picture-in-picture, that wonderful thing we used to have up in the corner? Where did that go?
I don't know.
That was a wonderful thing.
It was a great invention.
Multiple things, multiple views, but look, two great events, and clearly we just want both the Warriors and the All Blacks to win, right? That's the most important thing that happens this weekend.
100%.
And it's game on, right? So I know it's knockout for the Warriors, and that's critical, vital. We believe, though, but we also want the All Blacks to do the job against the Springboks.
Let's stick with the Warriors for a second. Not a lot of people, I've been around the traps, not a lot of people are holding out a lot of hope for Saturday night. What are you feeling?
I think that's a motivating factor for the Warriors themselves. They understand, especially the media in Aussie, have written hardly anything about the Warriors this week. I think there's a sector of society in Australia that just expect the Panthers to go through, and rightly so for what they've done over the last 5 years. But the Warriors, I loved what Andrew Webster said post-match last week. Their back's against the wall. No one expects them to do anything. James Fisher-Harris, I woke up Monday morning thinking, these guys are going to be bouncing into work this morning. Their first playoffs for a large chunk of the side. They're going to be so excited. Prep would have been spot on this weekend. I think they bounce into a full Go Media Stadium and get the win this week, me.
It would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? Because they're four-time champions, the Panthers, right?
So, chasing a fifth.
So if they manage to pull it off...
It'd be a great feeling, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be
a great feeling?
The ABs have, it'll be a challenging one, as it always is with the Springboks.
Massive. And the Freedom Cup's up for grabs this weekend. The fact we've had to win 2 test matches to get that back. You take control of the Rugby Championship. All of a sudden, you've got the Wallabies just around the corner. This is really, really important about consistency of performance if you're an All Black side. We've been a little bit inconsistent over the last, you'd have to say, 18 months. If they find a back-to-back result against the defending world champions, and all of a sudden that gives you so much confidence. Wellington's been a tough place at times for us to go and play. Let's be fair about that, but you get past all of that, ultimately this is us against the Springboks once again. So if you want to make a statement, this is the time to make it.
And what about the team naming yesterday? What about Carter?
Awesome. To get his opportunity, they're looking for a little bit of impact. A guy who's done some great work with the Chiefs through the course of the season. I'm excited to see what he can do, and he's got so much versatility. The coaches talked about trying to control the air. One of the things you have to do in any sport, and particularly in rugby right now. He's a guy who can do that. Can't wait to watch him play.
Yeah, and he seems, just watching him on the telly last night, seems pretty confident, seems like he's ready for it.
If you've done the work and he's been in camp and he's confident and the coaches are backing you up as a player and they're saying, we think he's ready, then why wouldn't you be confident?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be good.
Looking forward to seeing his debut.
Which one are you watching?
Well, like you said, split screen. I'll watch both.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Non-committal, that was. Non-committal.
Hey,
win-win.
Remind us the on-air times. So 7 o'clock for the ABs and 6 p.m.
6 p.m. kickoff.
All right.
And can I remind as well, at midnight, big game coming out. The Black Ferns taking on South Africa in the quarter-final of the Rugby World Cup. So we've got back-to-back sort of games against South Africa.
We just won't sleep this weekend, basically.
2-0 would be good, right?
Hey, scores, very quickly, predictions before you go.
I don't care. 1, 7, 10 if the All Blacks win, right? It doesn't
No,
matter.
that's
eh?
right. As long as the
Knockout
Warriors,
Same with you.
game. Warriors
the Warriors
up,
are still
baby.
there next week.
Game on.
Just get it across the line.